Hey, it's the start of day 4. Team is already in action. We had some rain last night, but we were kind of prepped for it and ready. So that part is really nice. Right now, Aiden and the team, him and Evan, are going to work on this retaining wall. So we want to make sure that that retaining wall has cool shape to it, where it's tapering down, matching up to the patio. The reason we want that is so that we can flatten out this dirt here and kind of do a, well, you can see we have our flagstone patio sitting in the dirt. And then what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to step out onto this, having maybe a bench to sit and enjoy the waterfall and looking at the waterfall. While that's happening, Brad and I are going to start working on getting ourselves in a good spot to start working on this hillside. Definitely some complicated things happening here. While that's happening, the wizard is going to start bringing us boulders that we can feed off of to start building our waterfall from here. And we're just going to keep plugging away at it and making it look awesome. All right, well, that's going to do it for the end of the day. What a great day. We got our staircase going up to the garden hose done. We got our walkway started. We've got our top off line run. We've got lots of waterfall action we were starting to build. It is going to be just a fantastic waterfall. You're going to want to keep watching because I'm really excited. Very rarely do we get to work on a hillside and dig it into the hillside to make it feel like it was always there. There are some definite challenges when it comes to building with these trees in this tight space, but man, our team is doing it with care and they're doing it precisely, and we are doing awesome. So I'm really happy with the way things are going. Keep watching because, hey, it's just a matter of moments for you guys before we get to say check it out. For us, we've got a few days ahead of us yet, but it is going really smoothly. The guys prepped for rain, got us ready in case we do get some storms tonight. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow morning. If you have not yet, hit that subscribe button. It is a free thing you can do, and it actually helps us get the word out. What's the word? The word is that water features are fun everywhere. This time it's right here in Stillwater, Minnesota. I love my job. We'll talk to you later. All right, good morning. It's the start of day 5 here on project number 7. I got here after the guys had already gotten started, and I love seeing the guys getting to work and being able to move the project along. It took me a little longer at the rock yard than I was expecting just because I had to pick out the right bridge stone, but man, we found a really cool bridge stone. But before we can put the bridge in, we've got Evan and Brad working on some foaming because right where Brad is right now is where that bridge stone's gonna go. We've got this awesome 2-foot by 6-foot long bridge that's cut stone, and it's gonna be really good. But what's gonna happen is we're gonna kind of cover our access to be able to work underneath there. So right now, Brad is foaming up that area, getting it so that work is done. So when we put the bridge on, we don't have to worry about how we're gonna get under there. I'm really happy the client likes the staircase we made yesterday. That was a pretty complex area. We're right up against the house, and we're on top of a rock pile that was already there before we started the project. And sometimes those guys can start tumbling. And we got really lucky with the boulder that Brad's got that cap on. Right past Brad is a rock that broke in half at the rock yard, and we were able to get those breaks to line up with each other. So it looks like that broke, and then it got the water pushing it aside. So that's gonna be fun. And we're just gonna keep carrying on and having fun with what we're doing. But the next step is going to be getting that bridge exactly how we want it. So it's going to have a cool slant going up into the hillside, leading to a path that they're going to put in. I'm really excited for that path because it's going to meander through these woods, and it's going to feel like you're hiking through a state forest. It's going to be really fun. coming down towards the windows. So we really want to keep in mind our perspective of what it's going to be looking like when you look out the office windows here. So I'm really excited by that. Our bridge looks fantastic. We've got this great stone. Thank you, Rock Hard Landscape Supply, especially Mark for helping me pick that out this morning. Nice 6 foot long by 2 foot wide rock that was cut, and it looks awesome. So it's bridging our waterfall in a really cool way. It's a tight area as we're working in between a couple of big trees, so we've had to get kind of creative with how we use the machinery and how we're turning, but the guys are doing it with really positive attitudes, keeping us moving forward. I love it. They got it, just like I said. I knew they'd get it. All right, we're just making our way back up the hill, but what I really like and wanted to film right now is just how much attention to detail our team is paying on everything. Really supporting the soil, making sure that everything's in a good spot, doing some boulder work to make sure that the soil isn't gonna go washing down out around that. Right now they're looking for any threats to the liner while they're digging out the right height for the tier. Also supporting the liner, getting ready for some outcroppings up there. Everything we're doing is making sure that our soil doesn't wash out. We got that drain tile in today. That took a lot of work, but man, that's gonna be really good. Brad's getting us ready to start placing our next waterfall rocks. We're gonna have 2 more waterfalls, so that is what we're up to. All right, well, that's gonna do it for the end of the day today, about 5 o'clock. The team just did really great. I love what they're up to, their attention to detail, their artistic ability. They're just doing such great things. This is turning into another piece of artwork, 1 yard at a time. I'm in love with it. We'll have a team back here on Monday, and then it'll be the 4th of July. So I hope you have a nice 4th of July by the time this airs. So if you're new to our channel, go check out our Gertens waterfall. It's a do-it-yourself build. All you need is a good 6 foot or even 3 feet to get that sound of running water at your house. And we've got a great how-to video on how to do that yourself if you're interested. If you're gonna be looking at the do-it-yourself waterfall at Gertens, I am in love with the way this is turning out. I can't say it enough. So with that being said, we're gonna keep pushing so we can get this water turned on and really see the magic of that sound of running water. This is gonna be another piece of artwork, and I'm in love with it. So we will talk to you on Monday. All right, good morning. It's Monday, and we are going to be working on getting that spillway set up, the diffuser. And things are coming along really well on our project here out in Stillwater. It is day 7. Our staircase is looking really good. Waterfall's looking really good. Our spillway is going to go there. We're going to have the water carving through those rocks and then coming down, twisting. That is going towards their main windows where they're going to be looking out doing the dishes. And we've got a lot of work ahead of us, so time to do it. All right, so we're just getting the last of the waterfall foam in, gravel inside the stream. Before you know it, we'll be plugging it on. See how Justin's got a piece of fabric down to put that on top of. If you get that foam on any rocks, it is subject to stains. So I love that our guys take time to care about things like that. Everything is looking really cool. So we're just doing our final fill. We got water up into the plumbing parts with the check valve holding the water in the plumbing. Before that happens, well, once that happens, we're gonna plug it in and see it running. All right, project number 7 is complete. I am so happy with the way this turned out. Some of my favorite things on this project, check out that awesome stone bridge we were able to get. That's courtesy of Mark at Rock Hard Landscape Supply. So if you're looking for any kind of unique rocks like that, they have a stone cutting shop. So they have a fabrication shop down in Burnsville at the Rock Hard Landscape Supply location, and they're always doing really cool stuff. It's over a 6 foot long bridge, and it's one piece of stone. I love it. Another thing I love is these dramatic waterfalls and how we were able to mix up our tones. So we have some rapid sections, we have some drops, we have some rocks where it's rolling over the water, some sheets. We were able to really mix up the different looks and sound. And then another thing I really love is just a different focal point. We made sure that it was something you could see from the kitchen window, make sure you could enjoy it when you're sitting on the deck up here. And then most importantly, her office is right down there, and we wanted to make sure everything from that office window up had a really good view, so you really were intrigued, and we were throwing some really good sound that way. Another thing that I'm really impressed with is my team did an excellent job of taking good care of this house, being mindful of the trees, and then the tear out. It was a complicated tear out, but we were able to set up some plywood against the windows, making sure that no chips went flying into that. And we got the whole thing torn out in 2 days, even though it was concrete. And we didn't exactly know what we were getting into until we started tearing it apart. The guys just kept on pushing, and did an excellent job. And then we had some wild cards come up. All of a sudden, one of the things I didn't see because it was winter time, we didn't see that the downspouts from the roof come down underneath this deck, and they were riding the old waterfall down into the pond area. Well, we put in a drainage in there, and that drainage just goes all the way underneath our waterfall, then spits out on the other side over here. And we were able to address that while we were building, and we were still able to stay within our 8-day time limit. We definitely had more than 3 guys, because that's typically how we were trying to bid it at the time. We knew that Aiden, Brad, and I would be here for a bulk of it. And then we brought on Evan, who you got to know, and you'll get to know more as we go on forward. Officer Evan, he wants to be a police officer in Prior Lake, and I think he's going to be an excellent officer. He's a really good kid. And he was just really picked it up quick. It was his first week with us, and he was really paying attention to details. And then, as you know, Aiden and Brad always pay attention to details. And that's part of why these things are looking so good, is my team is really paying attention to those important little details. Mixing up our rock textures, mixing up the big rocks with small rocks, lining up our lines so things get really tight together, mixing up our waterfalls so that we have different variants of waterfalls. I'm just really in love with it. The view from the patio coming off of their sliding glass door makes you want to come up and interact with it. Aiden did an awesome job with the seating area, the patio back there, flagstone patio. We did an awesome staircase. Brad was helping me with that. And we were really able to get that staircase up to that garden hose spigot to be strong and much more accessible than what was here before. And then we also bumped a little bit away from the house to make it easier to walk on this path. I can't wait to see what they do with this over time, because they're going to have walking paths, they're going to start bringing in plants, and they're going to make this look like it was always here. I just love the way this turned out. The clients are happy, and they know that if they have any questions that they should contact us right away. If you have any questions, make sure to contact us, and we'll be happy to help you with whatever you're doing with your water feature. What we like to do is make it easy as possible on our consumers. So really, it's all about maximizing this enjoyment. Summers are short here in Minnesota. We want you to enjoy it. So we do everything we can to make sure that they're easy to take care of. To me, there's not a better water feature than a pondless waterfall, because they are that easy to take care of. I love what I get to do for a living. I love our clients. They are so gracious and so kind. And that the fact that they trust us, because we don't know exactly what rocks we're going to get. We don't know exactly how it's going to turn out when we're talking about it. And there's a lot of trust involved. But we feel so grateful that they are willing to trust us. But man, I'm very happy. Project number 7 is complete. Check this out.